The Toronto Raptors won the 2019 NBA Finals after years of slightly improving their team season after season. The manner in which the Raptors improved their record was through achieving better team chemistry and helping their players maximize their abilities to help their teammates. However, after years of unsuccessful finals runs with the same players, the Raptors organization had enough, and they decided to make a trade that would shake the city of Toronto and the entire NBA. Trading DeMar DeRozan from the Raptors was not only a big move for the team, as they were getting rid of the team's best player, but they were taking a massive risk in bringing a new player into their system in hopes that the team could gain back the chemistry that they had lost with DeRozan being gone. The risk was ultimately successful for the Raptors in 2019, as the team fit the pieces of the puzzle together, and as you know, they ended up winning a championship. In the midst of celebrating their 2019 championship, the reality of the team's future started seeping in, as Kawhi Leonard was failing to commit that he would return back to the team he had just won a championship with. Then the day sadly came. Kawhi Leonard had signed with the Los Angeles Clippers, leaving the Raptors in an unfamiliar position. At this time, the Raptors would have to begin looking deeper into the future, as even though they were still a top team in the Eastern Conference, even fans were doubting their championship potential. The Raptors were missing that final piece that made them a championship contender. And without a player like Kawhi or DeRozan, the hope of becoming a repeat champion was lost. This was a major turning point for the franchise. They were in the same spot as they were the year before getting Kawhi, except they were without DeMar DeRozan. If the organization believed that they couldn't even have won a championship with DeRozan leading the team, the possibility that they would now with no DeRozan and no Kawhi seemed quite dim. The thing is, there was a few other players on the Raptors with great potential. Most obvious, Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam were hometown favorites, improving every year in the shadows of Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, and then Kawhi Leonard. With neither DeRozan or Leonard on the team, there was a major gap to fill, and both Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam were looked at as the ones to step up. And soon, an even bigger gap was going to have to be filled. Although Kyle Lowry was still on the team once the 2020 NBA season began, it was apparent to most people that his time with the Raptors was coming to an end. The majority of players getting into the latter half of their 30s in the NBA are not looked at as pieces to build a championship contending team around. With Lowry's eventual exit before the 2021 NBA season started, there was now more room for other players to get increased minutes, and for the Raptors to restart their team building process like they had many years earlier. The way I see it, the Toronto Raptors of today are very similar to the Toronto Raptors of 2016. In 2016, the Raptors were a top team in the Eastern Conference, with DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry leading the team. They also had other players that weren't as well known, but were key to their success in Jonas Valanciunas, Serge Ibaka, and DeMar Carroll. In 2016, the Raptors also just brought Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam onto their team. And as you already know, the team was refined over the years, which led to a championship. Today, the Raptors are similar to that team, with two star players in Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam. And I'd also say that Scottie Barnes is a star player as well, but some of you might not agree with that just yet. They also have other players that are key to their success, and that are also quite young and could stay on the team for the next 5, 10, and even 15 years. The difference between the Raptors of today and the Raptors of 2016 is that the Raptors of today have players leading the team with championship experience. Players that know what it takes to win in the NBA and have been developed specifically for the Raptors organization. I believe the Raptors are pretty solid in most aspects of their game, and the only thing in my opinion that's very evident for the team to reach the next level is a solid post player. Then, with a bit more experience and elevated team chemistry, it seems like the Raptors could be well on their way to another championship run. Do you think the Raptors will reach the NBA Finals in the near future? What moves do they have to make to get there? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Thanks for watching.